Hey everyone, my name is Matt. Welcome to my shop. Today is January 16th and it's my weekly shop update. So this week has been pretty crazy, pretty busy. I am juggling a bunch of different things here in the shop. And first of all, of course, the biggest thing is I am working on getting some finish applied to the cases of the highboy, both the lower case and the upper case. The drawers I still have to put finish on. I haven't had room because I've been trying to get everything finish prepped all at the same time while finishing things in different stages. It's all kind of like all over the place. So I'm going to wait to do the drawers until I get both the lower case and the upper case out of here so I can have some more room to just work in general. So I promised some sweet footage of finish going on, so that's what we're going to take a look at first. So at this point, the upper case has 4 coats of finish on it, and the lower case just has that one. I just put the first coat of finish on there on the lower case this morning, and number 4 went on here at the same time this morning. So this guy just needs one more coat and then it'll be done. So that should be ready to go on probably tonight before I go to bed. And I'll start putting the second coat onto the lower case. And once that 5th coat cures on this guy, it's getting out of here so I can have some more room to work and just have this thing out of my way. So another thing I was working on this week was getting the backboards and drawer bottom stock all broken down. So I had all the stock up on the lumber rack, took that down, broke it all down to length, got it rough milled, and then did some epoxy filling. And the boards I have for the back and for the drawer bottoms are actually going to be kind of nice. It's some of this really nice looking birch that I cut up in my old logs video. It's got some really nice pinks and oranges and different colors, and I did some epoxy filling on the ends here where there were some pretty big checks that were in the log when it was being sawn. So it's gonna be some pretty cool checking kind of thing going on there. This one here is gonna be one of the backboards, which I think is gonna be super cool. I should be able to get all 4 backboards, or all the backboards out of 4 of these size boards, so that should look pretty nice. It's gonna be nice stuff for backboards and drawer bottoms. So yeah, this birch is just absolutely beautiful. There's a lot of really cool color in here, and I think it's going to work out really nicely. So I'm really excited to see the highboy kind of winding down at this point. It's been quite the long project and a long process to get all of the instructional videos about that thing done. This Friday's video in the guild will be video number 30. So it's a lot of video. Absolutely nuts. So now that the finish is kind of going on, things are kind of winding down. The production time on the last remaining videos on the highboy getting smaller. I'll be jumping into the waterfall river table build in the guild as well. That started last Friday. That's going to start picking up. And the nice thing about that build is it's a simpler build. So the production time on those videos are lower, which means I'll have time to do other things like spent some time doing some stuff in the shop here and doing some videos for this channel again, finally. And one of the things I started doing this week was editing one of my slabbing videos from last summer that I still have to edit. That was slabbing a big walnut log, and that should be out later this week, I think. I got most of that edited and just have some finishing things to do on that. So look for a sawmill video this week. Pumped about that. So that's about all that's happening in my shop this week. Let's take a look at some viewer projects. First this week is a card catalog coffee table by Jacob. Jacob made the table from an old card catalog rack that his mom was able to snag from the elementary school where she works when they were renovating the library. He rebuilt the drawer interiors and added legs and a tabletop, and those were from some old reclaimed pallet wood. You can find all the details about this build over on Instructables, and I'll have a link to that down in the description. Next is the Keepsake Box by Tao. The box is made from sapele and maple and is finished with a spray lacquer. And you can find more of Tao's work over on Instagram. Next is the Conference Table by Alex. The top is made from 1.5 inch thick soft maple with a cherry stain. It has a polyacrylic finish, and the base is made from 2-inch square tubing. And you can find more of Alex's work over on Instagram. Next are some Barnwood projects by Mark. Mark tears down barns in East Tennessee where moonshine was prevalent many decades ago. He says the barns that the shiners held their cache of shine in is the very wood that he uses. He's found pounds of lead and nails in the wood, so he's careful to use a metal detector on the wood before use. So pretty soon this stuff is going to be out of here. I'll be plugging along and finishing up the drawers next, and then this thing will be out of here and in the house for the rest of the work that's to happen on it, like the transition frame and moldings, the backboards and drawer bottoms, and the hardware for all the drawers. And is that it? I think that might be the last of the laundry list at this point. That feels pretty good. Oh, and then I gotta take it out somewhere and take some pictures of it. That should be a fun adventure. So, I think that is all I have for this week. Thank you as always for watching. I greatly appreciate it. If you have any questions or comments about anything I talked about today or anything here in my shop, please feel free to leave me a comment. As always, to be happy to answer any questions you might have. And until next time, happy woodworking.